Hi-ho there, YouTube. How's it going today? For me, it's going great. For you guys, I hope it's going also great. So, let's talk about my day. It was a very early day. I woke up at like 7. I know what you're thinking. That's not that early. For me, it is on a weekend when I can sleep in. It is early, but for some reason, my body's just like, nah, we're getting up. So I'm like, okay. So I get up. I play some video games. I start setting up my Twitch stream. I have a little bit ways more to go because I'm going to be setting it up on two systems, my computer and my PlayStation. So I'm going to have to get another mic because I don't want to have to set up the mics for one and then have to just continuously changing over the mics and switching up the settings will just get annoying. So I'm going to just make one mic for one thing, one mic for another thing, and just leave it at that. When setting up my stream, I realized that I have not updated my OBS in a very, very, very long time. And wow, it has had a lot of changes. I still had the old white background. I think my original copy I have is version 0.26. And the version I just downloaded was version 22.3 or something. And I'm like, oh, wow, I was behind. I was like Stone Age materials type there. I was like, wow, okay, I like the new design though. This is very neat. So when I was setting it all up, I found that I would have to change up my video camera, some of the games I'm playing. It's going to be a very interesting process. Now, with the rest of my day, however, it was pretty nice. Pretty neat, actually. I really enjoyed watching some new shows today. I decided to watch a few anime that I was never going to really touch, but I decided, you know what, I'll check them out. One of which was that new sumo wrestling anime, and I must admit, I'm very pleased by it. It has good pacing, it's not too rushed, and the character development is not bad, and the voice acting for the English is really well made. So it was a very good show to watch. I was kind of enthralled. I'm still trying to get back into Radiant. I feel like they're trying to make it a long anime though, and I'm like, ooh, you have to make something very specific for a long anime. And I'm starting to find that I really like 25 to 50 episode animes. Don't get me wrong, I love the occasional 100 episode anime like Ranma. Or I think it got up there to 100 almost. I think so. In any case, it's just as long as the plot develops smoothly and you don't have pacing issues. Radiant, to me, has pacing issues. Big time. Bad. I'm on episode 4? 4. And only now is the pacing starting to catch up. And I'm like, it shouldn't take you 4 episodes to make the pacing good. It should be from the very first episode on, you have good pacing. Because when you have good pacing, you end up having a good story. You keep people enthralled, you keep them hooked, you keep them moving forward. A lot of long episode animes struggle from that, but I find that Radiant is just not finding that right niche for themselves and are struggling. I feel like it could be better than Black Clover is currently, though it's starting to now finally have some reminiscence of a plot. I don't know. I have issues with the new trying to be the next long-winded animes. There's no soul in them. It feels sort of haphazardly put together. I don't know. My personal opinion. The shows are still good. They're just, I feel as though the pacing could use a change. Other than that, good. Writing as well. Maybe some voice acting. Okay, so basically the stories and the worlds are fine. I just would like to see better pacing and everything else. Well. I also did some shopping today. I always do shopping now because I'm always hungry. Yeah. My family has now a bet going because they're trying to see who can lose the most weight. And I'm like, well, I'm like the thinnest of all of you, so I don't think I will win this bet. Yay. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do my cleanse with the keto because it does do an amazing job with cleansing. For me, at least. It forces me to cut out the sugars and the high-carb foods that I'm always eating, and I'm always tired. usually. So it's helping me get back into the pace of eating right, watching what I eat, eating at certain times, eating a certain amount, and not eating sugar all the time, while also working out at a regular basis. And once that's done, I'm going to then slowly find a lifestyle that'll fit me. Because I haven't in like many a year. I think the last time I had an actually good working lifestyle was when I was 13. And that was a very long time ago, like over a decade. Dang, I'm old. Oh well, I mean, I got heart. That's all that matters. So we talked about personal development today, and on personal development for myself, I decided to start learning a language. Now, I've had an interesting relationship with the French language for many a year. When I was, let's see, as far back as I can remember, so roughly 3 years old, I lived in Quebec for roughly 8 years after that. So, oh no, sorry, for 5 years after that, because we left when I was 8. So I spent 5 years in Quebec where I could remember. And I always loved French. The issue is I always had issues learning it. I always did. I knew the basics. I knew the basics down pat. But when we moved, nobody around us spoke French. So it was like, this is a skill of which I'm never going to use again. Awesome. But now, later in life, I'm realizing, a lot of jobs love dual languages, bilingual. And not only that, but learning other languages I find helps stretch the brain. And I'm planning on stretching my brain and making it placid, basically a nice moldable Play-Doh for the rest of my life. Fingers crossed. And so I thought French was a good choice for a language to start learning because I have the past relationship with it. I have 2 people in my life that speak it almost fluently, one of which does speak it fluently, and a great app called Say Hi that lets me form sentences and then say them, which is beautiful. So that's what I'm doing for personal development myself currently. Don't know where this will lead me. I don't know how much I'll learn, but I'm planning to do my very best. Anywho, I'm super tired, so I'm going to pass out. Until my next video tomorrow, though, which I hope I see you all in, I want you all to know that you're exactly the right person. You're going in the exact right direction. And no matter what, you are good. I lost there. I know, I'm sorry. I do that every once in a while, but you're good. No matter what comes your way, no matter what happens, know that everything is going the right way. I know it doesn't seem like it is. I know you might be in the worst possible situation of your life. But you are meant for greatness. Even if that greatness is not having a statue of yourself, or a book, selling 1,000,000 copies, or being a multi-billionaire. You do not have to make a monumental difference to be important. Being yourself and being the best you can be, that's you being important. And I know you guys can do that. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Until then, bye-bye, and I'm exactly Doodles!